Hi guys, Lori here with Sew at Peace. If you are new to my channel, I make handmade sewn goods such as tote bags, zipper pouches, book sleeves, all kinds of products. So I got this wild hair to take out my brother's sewing machine. So it was the first machine that I used to learn how to sew. I haven't taken it out in literally years. I would say my best guess, maybe 15 years is the last time I sewed on it. So it's just been sitting there. I don't have any use for it. I used to get super frustrated because the tension was always like a pain in the butt. I couldn't get it right. So I eventually got a different sewing machine. My mother-in-law, she was getting rid of her sewing machine. So she asked me if I wanted to buy her sewing machine so she could get a different one. So that's what I did. Hers had an automatic tension, which I was like, that sounds like the most amazing thing in the world, because I literally spent like so much time and frustration trying to get the tension right, and I just never could do it. So I want to challenge myself and see if I can get it to sew right. So one thing that I want to try, I don't know if it's the same on the brother. I don't recall seeing it in the manual, but in the bobbin case, you tighten the tension by adjusting a screw on there. And I don't know if the brother is the same as the Juki as far as that tension goes. So the bottom tension on my Juki, it controls my upper tension. And then my thread that comes out from the top, that one is actually the thread that shows up on the bottom. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna take it out, maybe see if it needs cleaning. I don't think I ever clean the inside either. So I might just pull up the top. I forget what it's called, something plate. Maybe I'll take that out and just kind of like dust it out a little bit, maybe put some oil in it. I don't think I ever oiled it either. Yeah, I was a complete beginner. I literally learned how to sew on that sewing machine. So, and I might have the manual too. I'm going to look through my manuals and see if I have it and just see what it says, because I am pretty sure that I would have read the manual to see if there was some other way to adjust the tension. I don't know. We'll take a look and see what we find. So I'm going to move this sewing machine. All right, and I'm just going to slide this over because I don't want to move it too far. It's super heavy. Oh my gosh, this is a hot mess. I don't know if you can see this, but there's so much thread and lint. It is crazy. And I haven't even been sewing on this table that long, and there's a ton of lint that got caught in there. All right, I think it is in this sewing bag. Ooh, oh my gosh, I didn't know I had a cover for my Singer machine, my other Singer. Okay, I'm gonna look for this foot pedal real quick. All right, guys, so I think what I was just saying did not get in there. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So I'm just gonna show you on page 38 of this manual. It just mentions just the dial, the tension dial. So that's this part here, but it doesn't say anything about the lower tension. It just mentions upper tension. So I'm gonna take a look at the bobbin case and see what it looks like and see if it's similar to my Juki. If it is, then we might be able to adjust it with that, but I don't even know if I have any bobbins. I always get the bobbins with the brother machine and the Singer are very similar, or I think some of them are interchangeable. I have like little metal ones and I have plastic ones. So I think the metal ones go in here, but it's been a long time since I've messed with this. Ooh, look at the light. It's like super yellow. I don't like that light. Definitely needs to be replaced. I can't even remember where all the parts are in here. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Okay, there's nothing in here. So looks like there's white thread on here. Oh, it's a plastic one. This thread looks like it has like a little bit of a yellow hue to it. I don't know if that's just from this light bouncing off of it or if this thread is just really old and turned yellow. So I'm gonna grab my little screwdriver tool. Okay, just borrowed this little tool from my Singer sewing machine, one of them. Oh, the presser foot just fell off. All right, I forgot to mention that this machine is a Brother XL-2600. So I just got the other screw off. Let's see if we can get this plate up. Come on. All right, why is this so hard? Oh, I'm gonna break that. Come on. Why are you not coming up? Oh, we got it. Maybe. Oh no, come on. Am I gonna break this? Oh, I feel like I might break this. Maybe I need to take off one piece and then the other piece. Didn't realize these were separate. What in the world is happening right now? Why is that so stuck on there? Oh, got it. Got the plastic part. This one, oh, okay, I see. Oh my gosh. Ooh, kind of dark in there. Looks like there's like oil, maybe. It's really not too bad. I need one of those little micro vacuums, the little tiny ones. That'll help me to get in there. All right, I got a piece of tissue. I like to wipe off the lint on a piece of tissue. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't want to take this thing all the way apart. I'm just kind of getting the lint that I can see. This little wand just finds lint in places you didn't know that there was lint. And this is just, it's like a little mascara. It looks like a mascara wand. I just got it on Amazon. Ooh, there's like a little strip of lint stuck in there. I don't know if you guys can hear my son. He just got home from school and he's already playing his guitar. He taught himself how to play the guitar and he is like obsessed with it. He loves it, which is great. I'm all about hobbies. If you can find hobbies, then great. And him, like he's gotten into a lot of different hobbies like art, yo-yo. I can't remember the rest off of the top of my head, but he'll get into something and then he'll practice and master it, and then he'll be ready to move on to the next thing, which is good and bad because I like for him to have hobbies and to get into sports or whatever it is, but I also don't like him moving on from those hobbies super fast. Okay, so I think I did a pretty good job. I don't really know where to put the oil. I'm gonna look at my manual real quick and see where I need to put the oil because it might be a good time to do it right now while the plates are off. Okay, I didn't see anywhere in the manual that shows where I need to insert the oil. So usually it's on the moving parts, but I don't really see exactly like a place to put it. I don't know if it's called a bearing or something right here where you could see it spin around this tension holder, but I don't know where I would put the oil. So I'm gonna skip the oil and I'll put these plates back on and then we can get started. And actually, where's my bobbin? Yeah, I thought this had a different bobbin holder. I thought I'd be able to adjust the casing, but I don't see anywhere like I would do that because this just goes in here. It's not like my Juki machine. We'll just have to play around with the tension. Maybe all these years of sewing and learning how to sew, maybe it'll be a little bit easier for me. I don't know. We'll find out. This light bulb is really hot. That's weird. Okay, I was just looking at the manual and it says I can take this part out. It says lift it up and to the left. Oh, it's really not that linty either. You're supposed to clean your machine with the light off, but if I turn the light off, I won't be able to see. Nothing special there. So we're just gonna put this guy back in here and figure out how to put this plate back on. I can't get it back on. All right, didn't realize we were still recording. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this bobbin back in here. And we're gonna thread it. I just got this cheap spool of thread that I had. I don't use this one anymore. Let's see. I don't use this brand anymore. I only use the glide thread on my Juki because that's what was recommended by the shop that I purchased it from. And it's been great. It's not as linty as the other cotton threads. Okay, put the cover back on and threaded the machine. So let's see what we're looking like. And so we want to make sure it's on straight stitch 2 and 14. What is this dial? I don't remember what that dial is for. Let's take a look. Okay, so 15 stitch length dial. This is the stitch length. Number 6 stitch width dial. And then the tension. Okay. Okay. Weird. So I had the hardest time getting the tension right before in this machine. And can you see that? It's like perfect. What the heck? Let's make the stitch length longer. So the longest it goes up to is 4. Let's try this again. Oh, my Lanta. The stitches are like perfect on both sides. Yeah, the front got a little weird right here, and I think it's probably because we didn't backstitch. Let's see what happens when we backstitch. All right, they look pretty good. Yeah, it just got a little weird right there at the end where I backstitched. It like misaligned, got a little loose, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. Let's adjust this a little bit and see what happens. So we were on 4. I just moved it to like 4.5. I keep reaching for the back because my other machines, the lever is on the back. Forgot to backstitch in the front. Oops. There's the front and the back. Well, they proved me wrong. This machine is pretty good still. The stitches look really good. Alrighty then. Well, this is great because I was gonna see if my sister-in-law wanted to use this machine. She wants to take a quilting class, so she doesn't have a sewing machine. So I will offer up this machine since it's working good. The only thing that maybe needs to be done is the light bulb needs to be changed. Putting an LED light bulb in here will probably reduce the heat that I feel in here. Like this light bulb must be super old because, well, I know it's super old because I've never changed it. And like I said, the machine's about 15 years old. And I just feel like the heat radiating right here. All right, guys, so this video did not go exactly how I thought it was gonna go. Like I said, I thought that the tension on this machine was a hot mess because that's how I remembered it as, but I might have dialed it in the last time I was sewing on this machine. I don't recall, but all I had to do was just adjust the tension just a smidge and everything looked pretty good. So my sister-in-law, she wanted to take a quilting class. She doesn't have a sewing machine, so I'll probably offer up this machine to her so she can learn, or so she can do that stitching class and mess around on the sewing machine if she wants to. It's a good way to occupy your time. I know I really love sewing. It's very therapeutic for me, very relaxing. If you like my channel, I just try to keep things mostly focused on sewing, whether it be sewing, products that I make for my shop, or sewing personal items. I do have a bag quilt tutorial coming up soon. It's a work in progress. It's taken me a few days and hours of my time. So I am documenting that, just kind of step by step, how long it takes me to go through each process. So, how long it takes me to cut, planning, the sewing of the blocks together, and also all the snipping that's involved. So if you're interested in that, please follow along and look out for that video. So if you enjoyed this, I hope you give me a like and subscribe. And I hope you have a joyful and peaceful day.